Welcome to this week's episode of the Heating Up podcast. I am fully depressed. Sara couldn't be happier, and Mike just coasted through his bye week with no problems at all. So we are going to do a full Week 12 recap and then look into Week 13 with all of the fun, exciting Thanksgiving games going forward. So get excited, listen up, and here we go.
Hello, friends. I'm Jim Nance, and I'll welcome you to a tradition unlike any other.
He's heating up!
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!
He's on fire! Cristiano Ronaldo! Sensational! Boom shakalaka!
You believe in miracles? Yes! There it goes! See ya!
He's heating up!
Trying to get open, fires away!
Fire! It's over! The Bulls win at the buzzer!
Welcome to this week's episode of the Heating Up podcast. As always, I am Sasha here with my wonderful co-hosts, Mike and Sara. And times are tough for me, but Sara, I want to start with you because things are far too depressing on this end. So we need to keep the people's attention, keep them excited, keep them much happier. So first, I guess we need to start Cowboys Commanders, Cowboys 34, Commanders 26. Yes, are you happy about this? This has to feel at least kind of good, right?
Yeah, this was a weird one, I guess I will say. So I started off going into this. I actually was watching Red Zone because I was like, I don't know, I don't really want to sit here and subject myself to another embarrassment. And then after like a quarter or two, I was like going into like late second half, I was like, still 0-3. Like maybe I should actually watch this game because it was a wild one. I don't know. It was a good game in ways that it was like also hilariously bad on both fronts at points, but it was tight. So regardless, it was a good game. And I don't know how I feel about it. Some might say this is just the Cowboys still messing up and not knowing how to tank. Others might say we're actually not that bad. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm really on the fence. I'm kind of pissed off because I told you guys last week I was in the acceptance stage. And like I finally got there and it feels like I'm just being like slowly dragged back out of it, back to be put through the runner. And just, I don't know. I feel like if this happened 2 weeks ago, I would have been much more in on things than where we are now because playoff, I haven't done the check. I'll have to look earlier. I actually meant to do it, see what our playoff likelihood is at this point in time. But I mean, I'm not going to lie. I did look at the schedule after this and be like, what do we have to do to get there? Like, which is somewhere I did not think I would
It's
be.
a dangerous place to be.
It is. It's so, this is life of the Cowboys fans. You know, it's not our year, but maybe we're not totally dead yet is what I'm feeling right now.
Are you sure it's not your year? You're sure?
A little part of me is like, oh, is it? Like, is Cooper Rush? Is this going to work out? Is Dak magically going to come back? And then I'm like wondering like, okay, his timeline, like no one ever said if he might be back for the playoffs, like season ending surgery. So yeah, I went there after the game in my brain for sure. But yeah, overall, I don't know if you guys watch any of this. Obviously, Sasha, I know the Giants were on, and like, I wouldn't blame you if I red zoned this one, but it was an absolutely crazy game, and I feel like that was just what we'd expect with Mike McCarthy against Dan Quinn. I guess special teams made it a roller coaster ride. Brandon Aubrey has been jinxed. He missed a kick. He got a kick blocked. There was a blocked punt. The Commanders then missed an extra point. It was all over the place. Our defense looked good, forced an interception and a fumble, which we have not been generating turnovers this year. So I feel like that really helped keep us in this game. And it's nice to see they haven't quit yet. I feel like a lot of them, though, are fighting for contracts after this year. So some people can't really afford to. So I guess that's kind of what led to this. But yeah, overall, it was a wild one. Cooper Rush got competent, or looked competent, I guess you could say. He got into a pretty good rhythm. He was 24 for 32, 247 passing yards, which not much, but like if you saw how he played the past few weeks, that's actually impressive. 2 touchdowns and no turnovers, which was very good for him and obviously I think was key in winning this game. Last thing I really had on this, Kevontae Turpin. I don't know if you guys see that punt return, but he is so fast. They're now calling him the fastest man in the NFL, which like we just quickly went from him to Tyreek Hill, I guess. I haven't seen the numbers, but I feel like they have to be saying that with reason that he's fastest.
It's insane.
He looked very fast.
That spin move was like I've watched Mike do that on Madden and nowhere else in real life.
True. I am nasty with it on Madden. You're right.
But yeah, it's fun to watch, and like just knowing like that's such an added like little weapon that we have. Like it's like, oh, you could look down and out in a game and that can turn things around so fast. So it'd be really nice if we had this like the past few years. eventually we're obviously going to have to pay him. But that is like a nice weapon that like I feel like championship caliber teams like that. If you're a good team, that helps you bring you to like Super Bowl level. We're obviously not there right now, so it kind of feels like we're wasting it a little bit. Same with Brandon Aubrey, but yeah, super nice to have. And the last, ultimately, if you didn't watch this whole game and you just turned on the like fourth quarter, which I think had 34 points in it, or even the last under 3 minutes in this game, in the last 2 minutes and 49 seconds, there was a 99-yard kick return for a touchdown, which we just said Cavante Turpin. And then Jaden Daniels threw an 86-yard touchdown pass, followed by a mixed extra point. And then the Cowboys, there was an onside kick that they scooped and scored, and then a Hail Mary pass that was intercepted. That all cumulatively led to a Cowboys win. Absolute insanity, but a win's a win. Divisional game still feels good, even if you suck.
I wouldn't know.
I was enjoying my bye week, hanging Christmas lights, and I just had Red Zone on in my headphones, and it just felt like the announcers were just screaming into my ear for the last 20 minutes of that game. And it was like every time they would cut away, they'd have to be like, "Hey, we're cutting back," because I wasn't really watching. And I literally had to stop what I was doing and just go stand, have my phone propped on my car, watching that insanity. Every time you thought you could walk away, I'd be like halfway back, and they're like, "Oh, no, touchdown!" I was like, "Oh my God," it was unbelievable. I told you we were going to win.
You did. Is there any part of you, A, that's actually worried about Brandon Aubrey now? Is this just a minor step in the wrong direction and everything you think is going to be fine? Because I know they can be head cases. And then also, how much of you was when they ran that onside kickback and they didn't get down just to kneel it out? Were you like, this is just going to be the worst way to lose now? There's going to be another Jaden Daniels Hail Mary that's going to just absolutely rip your heart out?
Yes, I felt that way, but also like I was still in the acceptance phase where I was like, this is what it is this year. Like the game started like looking absolutely like that with the blocked field goal and then the missed kick by Aubrey. It was just like this year so far has been anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So like that happening was just on brand. I was like, this it was sick play, nice touchdown, but that's how we're gonna go down. That's just on par for the course this year. But shockingly, it did not. Brandon Aubrey, to get to your question there, I'm not worried about it because I feel like he maybe just let his foot off the gas. Like he has just been having all these great kicks, amazing season in an irrelevant season for the Cowboys. So like maybe he just kind of was like, I'm going to sit back a little bit and like, I don't know, got a little like took his foot off the gas, lost some intensity, and maybe now he'll be back. But yeah, I'm not worried about it. If it was a year where we really cared about how these things were going, then yes, it'd be concerning, but that's what it feels like more to me.
All right. Well, that'll work. I mean, because your special teams, obviously, that's how you won the game. And it gave me like Cavante Turpin was the same as those Bears teams with I'm sorry, what is his name? I'm just blanking out.
Devin Hester.
Devin Hester teams. Like he made those teams great. Like obviously, I mean, your defense is not what they were, but they had those Bears teams had no offense. They had a great defense and they had great special teams, and they found their way like into the playoffs and winning serious games. So it's like that is a path to success. It's a very difficult and unlikely one, but like that, if you rely on that, it's not the craziest thing that's ever happened.
Well, Cavante Turpin is not. Devin Hester's the greatest kick returner of all time.
Yes.
And like possibly a Hall of Famer.
Should be.
And they also had the Bears defense.
Right. Which nobody, no offense, the Cowboys do not.
Yeah, we don't. We know.
Right. But that was a 6-spin move. Hey.
6-spin move.
Good job. Good job, you guys.
Thank you. It was very exciting. So stay tuned. I mean, if we beat the Giants this week, which I hope, like I probably will be inching towards 50%.
You're going to beat the
so
Giants.
watch out.
5-7 all the way back in. I love it. Honestly, this was basically, it's hard for me to root for the Cowboys, but that was as much of a win as I could have gotten this weekend because in the grand scheme of things, it made the Commanders worse. It made the Cowboys draft pick worse. And I think it was everything that I personally needed because I don't know. So in your red zone, did it end up kicking to that Giants Bucks game at all or no?
Just Baker going like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all time.
It was so aggressive. It was so aggressive. It's so unnecessary. It's like it was like AI, the step over. People remember the step over, but nobody remembers that it was over Ty Lue. Like nobody gives a fuck. It's like, oh, cool. Ty Lue, you had to cook him, huh? It's it was tough. So that is a good way for us to go right into Bucks Giants. Bucks visited the Giants. Giants at home. We all know how good the Giants are at home.
Soft as fuck.
Soft as fuck. Giants lose 30-7. I mean, it's so dead. I was just glad it was the 1:00 games. I could watch other stuff. I didn't have to keep subjecting myself to it because it just kept making me more and more upset. I know we want to lose, and I know I can sit here and say we want to lose, but as soon as the game comes on and you're watching your team just get manhandled, it doesn't make it feel better. It still fucking hurts, and it still sucks. I'm now okay with DeVito because the whole time I'm like, oh, we're going to start Tommy DeVito over Drew Lock, and he's going to win her a couple games like he did last year and just fuck our draft pick. I think the magic's gone. I think maybe all the seasoning is out of that gravy, as maybe he would say in his family in fucking Jersey, wherever. Whatever. The game was terrible. They looked like the Bucks looked like they were a competent team. We did not. What I can't take is us just looking like a completely dysfunctional organization top to bottom. It's like, okay, a loss is a loss. Lots of teams tank. Lots of teams are very bad. Maybe it's just because I'm so in the New York Giants zeitgeist where I just get all this news, but it just seems like the worst shit possible coming out of the locker room. So I guess, first of all, before we can get to that, we didn't talk about it last week. Giants waive Daniel Jones officially. He, as of the time of this recording, has now cleared waivers, has not joined a specific team yet. We're recording this a little early this week with the holiday coming up. He is gone. And basically, there's a lot of news going around. Maybe he would sign with the Cowboys. It's not looking like that anymore. But did we ever get any clarity as to why he was showing up on the Cowboys website?
No, but that was a wild ride on Friday when you sent me that. I was like,
Yeah.
what is happening? And how did he get, like, someone must have been trolling, and then there was no, like, really weird that there were no statements after that either. Like, it was their clear website that he was on,
Yeah.
and that's it. Nowhere
It was
else.
just like Dove Kleinman being like, yeah, they don't actually want him. It's like, well, why is somebody that has access to the Cowboys website putting him on their active roster?
Right. Yeah.
It just seemed like it was going to be perfect. Like Daniel Jones was going to come beat the Giants with the on the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. It seems perfect. So we'll see where he ends up. But the organization is just crumbling. The way that all of the Daniel Jones news broke, I went from being like, I don't want him ever playing on the football team again to legitimately feeling bad for him as a human in the matter of 24 to 48 hours. Like, he just became super likable, right? Like, everybody, it's like, oh man, now you just feel bad for him. You're just the way they're handling everything. They're saying that these news articles breaking that he's playing scout team safety, that he's being demoted to 4th quarterback on the list behind Tim Boyle, who we had to sign. It's like, why is all this bad shit coming out there? We can't keep any of this in-house just to try to have him save some face, and in turn have you save some face for like having the worst quarterback play 6 years for you, which is just like never happened in the history of the NFL. And then whatever, you cut him, you have DeVito start. Drew Lock comes out, has the news about, I came in to be the second guy, and then when the first guy goes down, I'm still the second guy.
Hey, they stuck to their word.
Yeah, we
that's
made
the
you a
Giants.
promise.
Just when they say something, they mean it. You're the backup quarterback.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who's starting in front of you. Maybe we'll put Joe Shane out there. I guess, maybe it's it. Yeah, I guess maybe he didn't read the fine print of the contract.
Tommy DeVito took some all-time sacks. That's when I stopped watching and realized I lost all my bets.
He was
getting
the Giants smoked.
A lot. He got hit so hard.
All the time too.
Feel for the pressure coming.
No, which I mean, yeah, that's a third string quarterback. You like Drew Lock couldn't have been worse. But maybe, whatever, they're trying to lose games, I guess. But you think if they're trying to lose games and there's ways that they can talk to the players, because it's just when it comes out and you look like such a shitty organization. Dexter Lawrence calling the team out for being soft. I'm sure. Do you guys see that Malik Neighbors interview?
Soft as fuck.
And he's saying, like, what's going on? Like, you want to get these? Like, what do you want me to do? He's like, they didn't throw me a ball in the first half. You started throwing me the ball and we're down 30. He's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? It's like, talk to Dabes about that. He's like, I don't know, talk to Dabes. And it's like, it just looks so bad. You're one promising bright light of like, oh wow, this guy's catching passes. You're one guy. You have a top 5 draft pick on 6 draft pick, like for a receiver, the guy you want to maybe try to build the team around. Guy couldn't have looked any more disinterested in being with the team, which, like, I get. You don't want to come in and just start losing and be terrible, but it's just like him calling Dayball out for the play calling being bullshit. It just feels very, very mismanaged, and it feels like sooner rather than later, Dayball and Shane are going to be shoved.
And then he put the piece of gum in his mouth. Did you see that? Like mid-interview,
as loud as a person.
Chewing it
So
That's the
loud.
thing I don't like. I
That
don't
is-
like when people chew gum like that.
It is so disrespectful.
And he did it like it wasn't like they got him and he was already mid gum. Like
No.
he freshly unwrapped it and was like, "Get ready to hear me chewing like a cow for the next."
It was as disrespectful as it could be.
Yeah, I don't. That's a big red flag. 6 sunglasses though.
Yeah, I mean, he looks cool. He looks cool as shit.
So cool. We would look so not cool.
Yeah, I would look like the dumbest guy in the world if I wore even one piece of thing, like one accessory that he was wearing. You
What
would
do you
literally call the cops.
Could you? Do you think that's definitely more than one of our paychecks for those sunglasses?
Yeah,
For sure.
Like I'm
and
thinking,
I mean,
like,
me and you make like a shitload
okay.
of money.
I think like this is 6 months worth of like how many years would we have to work to pay for that necklace?
It would. You get to the jewelry. That's another level because when you hear what these guys are paying for that, that's wild.
I'll see if maybe I can get Andrea to get us those sunglasses, maybe at cost at least.
Right. Well, it's true. You are in the optical
In the
field.
world. Yeah. So we can figure that out. But I'm incredibly sad. I just can't watch it. It just the primetime game is going to be really brutal. Tottenham is playing at basically the same time on Thanksgiving, so I am going to find a way to have some kind of distraction. But this is going to be a dog shit game. As I feel like the Cowboys at the heart of it are more like the first 3 quarters than they are the fourth quarter as a team. And we saw what the Giants looked like the whole game. So it's going to be a real fucking stinker of a matchup. And the Giants may be trying to lose. Are they going to fire anybody before Thanksgiving, you think? I feel like on the short week, it's just going to be so tough. It's not going to happen before Thanksgiving, I don't think. But it just seems like they've lost the locker room. It seems like everything bad is coming out. It's horrible.
The New York teams are in shambles. The fake
Everything.
New York teams.
Get out of here, fake New York teams.
Not the real New York team.
Yeah. You had your bye week. We don't need to talk about you just yet.
Did you win the bye or no?
That's a good question. Very good question.
Blowout. The only loss to the bye was I was unable to successfully hang lights on the second floor of my house. Almost killed myself and my wife.
And your wife.
Yeah, well, because I was mad at her she was supposed to hold something, and then she just gets me all stressed out. So I took a bad step off a ladder.
You know, they say the best place to be stressed out in your home is on the roof.
Yeah, well, no. What you don't want to do is only have like a 6-foot ladder, but need like a 12-foot ladder.
Story of my life.
Try
buddy.
to do shit on try to do 12-foot stuff on 6-foot things. Don't do it.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
Very good idea. Good.
Other than that,
PSA.
we killed it. Killed it on the bye.
Anybody coming
Lost
back?
all
officially?
my bets.
No.
I got crushed actually.
Me too.
Matt Milano coming back. Yeah, but you lost all your bets and you're like down like $7. I almost like reset a year's worth of winnings betting college football because I had a sense of freedom. Don't do that. I don't know. We'll start hearing this shit later in the week. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
It's all happening. Get good and fed on Thanksgiving. Little home cooking. They'll be good to go.
Mm-hmm.
But Sarah, I do have something. We'll see. I have already done this already. NFL team picker. We have a let's find you a team. It's 11 questions. After your win, are you officially out on this? I just want you to know. And when you sink back into the sadness with me, I'm right here for you. And I've got a whole app that's AI is gonna solve all of our problems. I've already done this. I just want to know it's here when you're ready. But it sounds like you may be back in for the moment.
No, I would like to do it because I feel like I need a second option in here just in case things go astray. Like I don't want to have to come crawling back to you after the loss against the Giants on Thursday to have it. I want.
You're not going to lose. You're not going to lose. But we can do this at least. I don't want to win. You take the win. You have this. You take this stinky hot potato.
Well, give me.
I'm going to run you through these questions. I think there's like 10 or 11 very quick questions, and we're going to find you who AI thinks your team should be. So are you ready for this? All right. Your bags are packed. Where is your dream vacation? Beach, mountains, or we also have city or national park?
Beach.
We're a beach.
Interesting.
Very interesting. We're going, which one of these colors works for you? We have blue, green, red, purple, or yellow.
Is it like dark, light blue?
Ooh,
Blue.
it's a powder. It's a
the
powder
podcast,
blue.
Yeah.
going for that powder blue. You have to take one class. What subject would you choose? Math, science, history, literature, or fine arts?
Science.
Science makes sense.
Nerd.
If we asked your best friend, which word would they say best describes you? Reliable, relaxed, ambitious, or studious?
Is my best friend in the background there that you can ask?
Good thing I don't have to answer that. I would have. It was a none of the above.
I think ambitious. I don't really think that any of the others really fit me.
You're definitely not
I really
studious,
don't
right?
think-
Humble brag.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just ambitious.
Studious, maybe?
I think ambitious is good. You're an hour out from the big game. What do you put on your playlist? Pop, rap, rock, or jazz?
Ooh,
All right. Love that.
Yeah. You
There's
what
no
kind of
such-
rap?
Right.
Good question.
Off the record. This isn't part of the test.
More popish rap, not very heavy rap.
Who? Give me an artist. Quick. Go. Don't think. First word that pops in your head. Drake.
Well, pre-race, pre-race, I always went old school.
Okay. Sick. Me too. Good answer.
Yeah.
It's not poppy though.
I know.
What
but,
does
like,
what does his
some-
race have anything to do with it?
Before
There's-
she found out he was white.
Yeah. There's no such thing as bad pizza, but which topping reigns supreme? Pepperoni, onions, mushrooms, ham, or just cheese?
These all kind of suck.
I know this is a bad option. I feel like there's
I
one
usually
clear
like
answer.
broccoli, so I'll go mushroom. That's close enough.
Crazy. You're absolutely crazy.
As the worst topping?
As the best. I'm
The
not saying
best. No, I like mushroom.
Yeah.
As the best is a wild take though.
Yeah. You've got the whole day to do whatever you please. What kind of weather would you need? Warm sunny day, cozy rainy day, crisp
Warm.
fall day, or
Warm.
snowy winter day?
Warm.
Warm sunny day?
I'm gonna get a
Crisp
West
fall.
Coast team. I already feel it.
I don't know. Everybody needs a fuzzy or scaly friend. Pick one. Dog, cat, fish, bunny.
I'm honestly a fish person.
Hilarious.
Oh,
We've
I don't
got
really
all
have
the
to take care
snacks.
for
You
the dog.
I already know
Like,
what you're. I don't even need to ask you this question. We've got all the
Carrots.
snacks. You can snag one of them. Handful of nuts, veggies with dip, candy, fruit, high fiber granola bar.
What fruit is in the picture?
Basically all of them. It looks like an orange, a blood orange, an
All the
apple,
baby
a
carrots,
lemon.
You said,
What?
you said baby carrots, didn't you?
There's no.
I
I
yelled
said
out
veggies with
carrots.
dip. Veggies with dip.
Well, I assumed it was carrots and dip, so yes, I'll take that.
Veggies with dip. Thought you
you
might.
say veggies, she hears
Yeah.
carrots.
That's a superior veggie, so yeah.
Last question. You're caught on a wild pass. You've caught a wild pass in the end zone for a celebration. How are you celebrating? Group celebration, spike, dance it out by yourself, or shrug it off?
I feel like shrug it off.
Whoa, act like
But
you've
a
been
group
see
there.
what we
celebration would
got.
be really cool too.
And the results are.
Wait. I have a guess.
What are your guess? What's your guess?
Well, you said uh-oh.
Could be excited.
All right.
Uh-oh. Could be bad.
It's not the
Well, looks like Mike has a new enemy because, Sarah, you're getting the,
The
Miami
Dolphins, 'cause
Dolphins.
you like-
I was
because
I'm
you like
definitely-
fish.
When I said that blue, I was like, okay, I'm definitely getting them or the Chargers for sure.
Yep.
And the fish put me there. Okay,
Honestly,
that's
I
good.
think-
I can get behind that. I
I,
can.
I think
so-
you got a little luckier too because I think it was one of it might have been the pizza topping that swayed it because it shows what you're going what it's trending towards on the top right. I think it was before the veggies and dip option. It was putting you with the Jaguars, so you were going to be somehow
Oof.
even worse.
blessed. I'm blessed.
But
I have
Dolphins,
to say you sent this to us on Friday, and I sent it to my dad. And tortured as he is, he literally got the Cowboys again.
he couldn't even get
He was
away with it.
like- He was like, "How? How did this happen to me?"
There's no shaking it. Sometimes it's just so in your bones. But now you got a side team, and now that'll pit you and Mike against each other, which I think is very fun and exciting.
Perfect.
Mike
Bring
loves
it
that.
on. Bring it on.
So going on Week 11 preview, we got a wild schedule this week with 3 Thursday games for Thanksgiving. We've got a Friday game for Black Friday. Lots of stuff going on. NFL will always try to reign supreme, and I think that they really tried to, but these games stink during the day for Thanksgiving. So it'll be a lot of family time. Starting off the first game, early game on Thanksgiving, Bears at Lions. Lions minus 10.5. I'm going to do this every week. Mike, is
not
this
enough.
line big enough?
They're trying, but no, that is not enough.
So not
It's
enough.
not enough.
At home on Thanksgiving, Dan Campbell's getting the fellas pumped. You know, I always see they release those little post game speeches that Dan Campbell gives, and he just the locker room seems about as about as tight as you could imagine. They are hot. They are hot together. They are excited, and they're always giving out the game balls. I mean, they've also winning 9 in a row doesn't hurt.
No, they're rolling and they can't be stopped.
Against the
Certainly not by the
AFC
Bears.
South teams in the second half of all their games, they've outscored them a combined 70-0.
That's insane.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's not enough points. They just killed the Colts and didn't even have a great game.
Yeah, didn't try.
Yeah, they're really good. I think I'm a little worried about the Eagles now, but they're the Lions seem like they're just very deep and very multiple, and they can beat you every single way. You want to play them a certain way, they'll play you that way, and they'll beat you.
And this also kind of
and now they're at home.
Yeah, this feels to me like I don't like this comparison in the fact that they haven't won anything yet, but it just starts to remind me of the way that some of those Golden State teams would continue to get better, keeping everybody together. Because I feel like it's so often where a team does really well, and then we lost the defensive coordinator, we lost the offensive coordinator, we lost 2 guys on defense, and it's like this team was really good last year. Whatever, they made it to the NFC Championship game, right?
Yes,
and unfortunately lost there. But that, it's not often that a team looks that good, makes it to the NFC Championship game, and then basically keeps most of the pieces together. It's like having all of those coaches together, having that team gel. It's like it's a team sport, and having everybody together on the same page for an extended period of time helps a lot. And I just feel like that shows. It's like even when players aren't having their great games, all the same coaches that have all been around each other with a lot of the same players for this whole long period of time. It's just it's a juggernaut. I don't really know how you stop it.
And it's their last run together because I think Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson are going to get hired. So
Yep.
I think they're playing like that. They know this
chance.
is their last bite at the apple with this current coaching staff for sure.
I think I'm going to watch this game at Thanksgiving and just hope for I just want to bet all the Lions overs, and I think just hope for an absolute rout. Just do the thing where you bet basically everybody on that team to score a touchdown with crazy odds and hope it hits.
I need Caleb Williams to just throw for 500 yards.
He's got to catch up. He's got to throw for
hurry up
1,000
here.
yards.
Running out of time, Caleb.
Moving on to the stinker. Mike, I want to hear your thoughts before we have to deal with either of ours. Giants at Cowboys. It's looking right now, we're a little early, but Cowboys -4, and the over-under is 38. Are you gonna have this game on as an impartial observer?
Definitely going to have it on. It's football. I have football on if there's football.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're not Sean Cole. You're not post-football life.
No. We had a friend turn around and basically say he was out on football this year, and I almost punched him in the face.
Just because he's a Patriots fan.
Yeah, trying to just explain how fleeting this is. This is the start of the greatest time of the year, everybody. You can enjoy your beach and warm weather. This is it. I want to wear a sweatshirt and get it snowed and watch football and eat and drink. This game's going to suck, and the Giants really fucked me. I really was believing the Giants. I want to bet them again.
Don't do it.
But
don't do it.
But I really think this is hardcore quitting. Daboll gets fired at the end of this. I saw an article right before we started that he had to have a talk with Malik Neighbors, and it's oh boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
Or you come out there talking shit about your head coach. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. The Cowboys defense, if they could do that again, they're gonna win this game handedly.
Yeah. Yeah, our special teams is not very good. I'm worried. If they kick the ball one time to Kevontae Turpin, you should fire Daboll on the field. Punt every ball out of bounds, kick every kickoff out the end of the end zone. Do not let him touch the ball. If you do, you should literally be left in Dallas.
And don't start Tommy DeVito.
They want to lose. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the higher ups being we want to lose, and he gives us our best chance to lose. We need to have a first pick. We need to, because we lost, and now according to Tankathon, it's our strength of schedule is tough. We've played a lot of good teams, which is hard. So according to strength of schedule, which is the next thing they go to after the record, we're second right now. So it's we need to lose these games. We can't afford to win one of them. The Jaguars will continue to lose. So we got to put we got to give it our best shot. Bet the under, I think. 38.
It's
38.
My goodness.
It's so bad.
That's a very low over under.
It's
I
that.
honestly feel like the Cowboys are either going to win this handedly or lose. There is no in between. There is 0% chance this is a close game. Like, it just doesn't feel like it's going to be. I don't know why. I feel like that makes no sense because both teams are pretty bad, but I feel like the Giants either like full cave, full quit, and the Cowboys just like are able to win somewhat handedly, or for some reason the Giants get some sort of spark. Maybe like it's a, I don't know, interdivision game. I don't know, but then the Cowboys just like ultimate collapse and lose. There's no in between here. I'm hoping it's a win, but
The only thing, it's like, yeah, you guys are at home, and you guys do play really fucking bad at home.
really bad, really bad.
Really bad. But it will not be. Wait.
It will.
Will it be sunny? It will.
It will.
It's that time. It's that.
No.
Right? Because it's the 4. Is it the
Yeah.
4? And so
Yeah.
in Dallas, that would be 3. Or is it 2? I don't even know the time.
Sunsets at 4:30 ish.
It's going to be a nightmare.
It's
Nobody's
going
going to be able to
early.
see. Will
And they
put the
won't put
curtains
down
up?
the curtains
No.
or up.
No.
Will they put them down or up?
Yeah, where
or
are they?
sideways?
Open.
Open, so it's a sideways type. And these are preset. They're there all the time.
I assume, yeah. They use them for like concerts and such.
Well, that's
so, yeah.
stupid.
Just use them. It's so dumb. So God can look in. Then the only hopefully good game we got on Thursday night, Sarah's new team, the Dolphins, at the Packers. Packers favored by 3.5. Packers coming off their absolute shit kicking of the hobbled 49ers. Still took care of business, though. Dolphins on a 3-game winning streak. I just want this to be a good game because I'm going to be very tired of watching bad teams play. Like the Dolphins, hate the Dolphins outside, hate the Dolphins against a decent team in the cold. This screams Packers to me.
If the Dolphins lose and the Bills win, we clinch the division.
You could literally clinch the division in
Week
November.
13. Yep.
Oh, no, it's going to be December 1st is Sunday.
December 1st.
Would have been nice if that was in November.
I know. It's do also. I think the Packers are going to win. The Dolphins, though, they're frisky. They're playing well, but
I
the
think
Packers.
It's cold weather.
Cold
weather's
weather.
not going to be good for
Tua
them.
can't do
I
cold.
don't understand though. Like the Packers, I feel like none of their receivers do anything, but they always score 40 points, and it's like, well, how did Christian Watson do? It's like he dropped a
2
deep
yards.
pass.
Yeah.
And it's I know because I started him. He screwed you over. How Jaden Reed, one of the Reed
Jalen,
guy,
Yep.
nothing. Dontavian Wicks, the big sleeper, 1 catch. I know Brandon Jacobs scored, but like, who catches? I got to look at I don't know. I was listening to the game and I couldn't put together. I feel like Jordan Love had 4 yards passing the whole game.
Yeah,
They're a weird team.
Very weird team. Their defense is good. Xavier McKinney, former New York Giant,
He's
has been
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah,
incredible.
he's awesome.
I miss him.
Well, hold on here. Really quick. Pause. How many yards? Oh, he only threw for 163 yards. Well, that would explain some of it. Romeo Dobbs. There you go. See, I always forget one of these guys. Random.
I think Jordy Nelson is still on the team.
Yeah, he had 2 targets, no reception.
So I'm excited for that
The
game.
Dolphins are playing for their season.
Yeah, they need it, and they got a little bit of swagger to them. And I think you were early on this. Their coach is just becoming more and more annoying. Mike McDaniel, right?
Yeah, he's yep. He's just the cool snippets of him like yelling at players and like being like the cool dad, he's like your cool stepdad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Like, you can call me dad if you want. Like, he's just a weirdo.
And
it's not fun. It's not good when you're 5 and 7.
That makes it extra bad. I agree.
Yeah.
In this alpha league, he's such a Z. You know what I mean? Like, he's like
he walked out with his daughter for the press conference, being like, "Maybe if I had my kid here, you guys won't be so mean to me." It's like, shut up.
Let me just hit my vape real quick.
That does make him cooler.
It is pretty sweet. That part's cool.
Friday standalone game, another stinker, 13-point spread, Raiders at Chiefs. Why do they keep I feel like the Chiefs lines are always too big and the Lions lines are almost too small. Mm-hmm. Chiefs love to keep these games close and almost lose. I love the Raiders to cover, not to win, but like whatever. Keep this game interesting. Standalone game on the I guess.
Desmond Ritter.
Yeah.
He looked
Yeah.
fucking atrocious in like the 2 drives he came in after Minshew broke his collarbone. I did watch a little bit of that.
I wish they could
I don't
flex
remember
this.
why.
Yeah, can they flex this?
Petition,
Definitely
petition,
not.
petition.
Nope.
They're making a Family Guy out of it, so they can't.
What's the Family Guy game?
Yeah.
This game's being played in.
They're doing it. I'm sorry, it's the Flintstones. They're doing they're
Perfect.
yeah. So just another stupid fucking game. I don't care. I think it's Raiders Chiefs. Desmond Ritter. People once believed in him. Maybe it can happen again. I remember this is what made me think the Chiefs couldn't win the Super Bowl last year was this Raiders Chiefs game. It was on Christmas though, and I was like, oh, but the Raiders. Is Desmond Ritter
No.
good enough to cover 2 touchdowns?
No, I think they're going to get rolled. I think this is the game where the Chiefs finally blow somebody out.
You keep thinking that. They keep not.
Well, dude, the Panthers look good.
Frisky.
Bryce Young.
Can play a little bit.
He's so little. It's adorable.
Yeah, you cute little guy.
Look at him. Chris Jones can't catch you, little buddy.
Moving on to Sunday, Cardinals at Vikings. Cardinals, every time I think that they're alive, they look terrible. Every time I think they're dead, they come out and score 31 points. Vikings at home, favored by 4 points. Sarah, thoughts?
I feel like the Cardinals, I can't get right. I don't know. Vikings are also aspiring good team. They're not good, but they are like trying to.
They have 9 wins.
I know, but they're just not really that good. They are not what their record says they are, I feel like. But with that being said, I feel like they win this game, but it feels like a field goal game to me. So I think I would maybe take the Cardinals to cover.
I like that. I can get on board with that. Was Justin Jefferson hurt?
No,
Why did he have 2 catches for 27 yards against the Bears?
because the Bears, they keyed on him, and that Jordan Addison had like 1,000,000 yards receiving.
So that was
He's
it.
like open all day. Yeah.
I saw that he did really well. I just wasn't sure if like it was because he had to or because they were just leaving him open. It's like we're not going to let Justin Jefferson beat us.
He didn't have a good game because I bet on him to have 90 receiving yards.
You got to let us know these things, man.
Yeah.
And when it was 7 going into the overtime, and I was trying to do math as to how he could have an 83-yard catch to win the game. That's why.
Good math.
Yeah.
It's hard out here. I am with you, Sarah. I think it'll be close. I never know what to make of the Cardinals. Another stinky game now. Texans at Jaguars. Mike, give you your flowers. Texans are bad.
They stink. CJ Stroud, can we stop now?
Yeah, that was bad. Did not look good at all.
He looked terrible. Like really like boneheaded interceptions, like really bad.
And this is going to be a disgusting game. You think they can at least beat the Jaguars?
No, I think they're going to lose.
I would love that. Oh my God, I would love that. Get the Jaguars out of my life for the first pick. Come on, give that to me. I'm all Jags all the time.
I mean, I wouldn't put I'm not betting the Jaguars money line, I don't think, as of today. But I think Trevor Lawrence is going to practice and see if he can play, which I don't know if that makes him better or I don't know. He's a nothing.
Got to be
for
better,
me.
right? He's got to be better than Mac Jones.
Yeah, but they
were
can't.
very bad even when he was playing stuff.
It's true.
Unless he was
True.
hurt, but he might still be kind of hurt if he's
Strong
trying
point.
to practice. So
Yep. But the Texans can't block, and Joe Mixon. I don't know. I didn't hear his name at all. I don't even know what he did stat wise. Couldn't have been great because they can't protect CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is making poor decisions. I think like the vibes are really like off right now, and I don't like them to cover, and I do think that's an upset game. Division game.
Love it. I
Right,
really like
right.
that. I love it when you say shit like that.
Yeah.
Keeps talking to me. Chargers at Falcons. This line's going to move. As I said, we're recording a little early today, so we have not yet seen the Chargers play their Week 12 game. But the Falcons, I'm still not necessarily a believer in, and I love the Chargers here. I'm seeing it at 1.5 right now. I get that they're on the road, and it's going to be a little bit of a short week, but I think the Chargers are just a way better coach team, and I love them in that spot, especially if just at 1.5. Big fan.
yeah, I don't get this really, but I guess
Falcons coming off a bye and Chargers on a short week.
Yeah.
and their Falcons are at home. I agree. I love the Chargers here too, but Falcons desperately need a win. More than the Chargers, if you think about it, because the Chargers, I think, are going to win tonight. So,
Yeah. Okay.
if you're listening after the game and I got this wrong, I got everything wrong this week. So, whatever.
I'm all in on the Chargers as well. We'll see. I want to watch them really in a full primetime game. I haven't watched just sat down and watched a full Chargers game yet. It's always been on the side or been going on with some of the other games. So I'm excited to see what Harbaugh really brings to this team. Hopefully, J.K. Dobbins can run all over them. Seahawks and Jets. I think this is a bowl of teams that I kind of hate for no reason the most. Really don't want to watch this. Really want them both to lose. Do the Jets have any more fight left in them, even after a bye week?
This
Definitely
line
not.
says maybe. I mean, I feel like 1.5 is kind of disrespectful towards the Seahawks. I don't know.
This might be it, guys. This is the week before the Jets lines start getting like +8, +10. This has got to be it. Is Rodgers even going to play?
Geno Smith revenge game?
Wants to.
The Seahawks defense was like, that was the Mike McDonald I thought we were going to get all year.
Lights out.
Dude, I think James Conner had 7 rushes for 6 yards or 7 rushes for 8 yards for the whole game.
Did nothing.
They were killing that little Kyler Murray. There's another little cute little quarterback
Bill Kyler.
with his
No, we talked about his affect. He's not cute because he has no affect. We can't
It-
get
with his
Nothing.
affected Botox and his helmet popped off at one point and his huge afro going on. It was a look.
It's something.
for sure.
I want both of them to lose, but I think the Jets are going to get, Jets will be up, lose heartbreaking at the end. Geno Smith will have some stupid saying, I ain't right back, something like that at the end to all the Jets fans. Titans at Commanders. Mike, Titans are starting to look frisky there.
I was
Titans
thinking about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe me, because it's weird to just listen to Red Zone on your headphones, and as I just hear the Texans giving the game away, I was just like cursing in my mulch, like "fuck you, C.J. Stroud," like because I don't want them to win either. Whatever, the Titans are going to have the worst record, but they still might. Commanders might lose this game to the Titans.
I was thinking the same thing.
I don't think the Commanders are good. I don't know if yeah,
Daniels?
he's already so bad I'm forgetting his name. Yeah, Jaden Daniels. I don't know if he's good, everybody.
I think he might be decent. I just think it's now every little, like, there's tape on him. There's tape on him. There's tape on the team. It's a new head coach. It's a new owner. It's new coordinators. It's new players. And he's a rookie QB. Most rookie QBs don't come in and start off with the way that he started off. So what makes great quarterbacks is the way that they transition from being a quarterback that can do some things, but now everybody knows the things that you like to do. People have tape on you. How can you still do the things that you like to do? How can you adapt to play against defenses that are specifically designed with knowing everything about you? How do you overcome those obstacles? And I think this is what we're seeing with CJ Stroud. He may not be able to necessarily do that, but then the guys like Josh Allen, who like everybody knew what he was, and they were able to kind of defend it a little bit, but now he's been able to just be the guy.
The internet just made you cut out right when what were you say that again about Josh Allen?
Bring that up again?
What? No, you cut out on our screen, so me and Sarah just looked at each other like, oh.
What the fuck's wrong with him? But it's like Josh Allen's ability to, people know that when he's going to run, people know his tendencies, and he's still able to make the throws. They're still able to design a game plan for him, and he's just able to use his talent and knowledge of a defense to still, pick them apart. Rookie quarterbacks, have a hard time doing that. They got to get a little bit older, and you got to see how it's like the world's coming at you. The world knows what you like to do. How do you still win?
That was a good. You know what? I agree with you completely on how you broke that down. It was really good.
Actually, that was really, really smart. I think what you said.
Yeah, whatever he said. This guy's got it figured out.
Agreed.
Colts Patriots. I'm not excited for that game.
Mm-mm.
We're just starting to get so many stinkers. Colts, I think Anthony Richardson can do some things sometimes, and the Patriots.
How does it compare to Josh Allen?
Couldn't care less about. Josh Allen, Drake May looks like Josh Allen with Down syndrome.
There it is. So does Daniel Jones, kind of.
Yeah. Josh Allen or Daniel Jones just looks like a shitty stockbroker on Wall Street, which maybe he'll go do now. He's already got $160 million. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he should just put it in like a high yield savings and go to the beach.
Just go do whatever you want, buddy. Go do it. He strikes me as the kind of guy.
He's doing that same test to see what team he should sign with as a backup.
What weather do I like?
I also like fish.
He'd be good. He'd be a good backup for the Colts. He'd be a real good backup for the Colts.
I like the Colts in this game.
Over the Patriots?
Just saying. Sorry,
I think,
yes.
I mean, whatever. A field goal
spread.
game on the road. I certainly don't believe anything what the Patriots are doing. I think Drake May can do some stuff, but their defense is bad. I think that they're still. People kind of forgot they were calling themselves. They were the soft team before the Giants took the mantle.
Yeah, I think they might fire OJ Mayo or not
Gerard
OJ
Mayo.
Gerard Mayo.
Already?
And if OJ Mayo's probably on the coaching staff with the way that season's going. High school basketball legend.
Pretty funny that the two guys named Mayo are not white guys.
That's right.
Interesting.
That is
Sarah,
funny.
thoughts?
No comment.
What's your favorite kind
Smart.
of mayo?
I hate mayonnaise.
Of course you do.
I gotta go.
That's actually I think that's a better answer than Miracle Whip, though. I'd rather you not like mayonnaise at all than say
That's
Miracle
true,
Whip.
It's Hellman's,
Yeah.
and it's delicious.
That's the choice. Steelers at Bengals. Bengals at home, favored by 2.5, coming off the bye week. I'm loving that they just stacked all these AFC North battles for the end of the year because that means there's always an exciting game going.
I love the Steelers.
Love the
That's
Steelers.
predictable.
That's a little teaser, little going forward. I love the Steelers with points. It's one of the guarantees in life. Mike Tomlin loses as a favorite, wins as an underdog. It's what Mike Tomlin does.
Did the Bengals' playoff chances get better or worse this week while they were on bye?
Worse,
I didn't look. Probably worse.
It
Or
got
the Broncos
worse.
won, so that
Yeah,
probably
Broncos,
worse
yeah.
for them.
And if the Chargers win, it got even more bad. Is that more bad? Badlier.
Yeah. Even
The
badly.
Dolphins also won, and that's very badly. So, I mean, at what point are they going to pack it in?
I feel
Probably
like them
this week.
Yeah, I feel like them having to bye after that Chargers loss was not good because I felt like they had the opportunity to marinate in like what such a sad season they're having here, where like I feel like morale honestly probably went down rather than like a boost coming off the bye. I don't know. It just felt like poorly timed for them. So I feel like they could be packing it in as well. And I feel like the fact the Steelers are coming off a loss, like I just feel like Mike Tomlin is probably so good at just like righting the ship and everything. So I feel like it's a hard position for the Bengals to come in and win this game.
Joe Burrow goes home for Thanksgiving. Home Alone's on in the background, and is like cousins or you look like Macaulay Culkin. He's like, "Shut up!" And they're like, "You're 4-7." Could you just imagine?
I could picture it. That game is just going to be strength on strength and weakness on weakness. It's like when the Steelers defense and the Bengals offense is on there, that's just going to be two titans of industry going at it. And then you get Russell Westbrook trying to pick apart this horrific Bengals defense on the other side.
Did they sign him?
Who? Did I say
Russell Westbrook?
Boy, too much basketball going on.
I was like, that was good.
Russell Westbrook pitches it out to OJ Mayo.
Boy, weird things going on in our brains today. But yeah, that offense that can't score a touchdown going against the Bengals defense is almost like who's going to break first? Who's worse?
I think the Steelers are going to beat them like by
Handily.
like 10, something like that in a
like
in
that.
a lower scoring game.
20-10.
I think the Bengals offense comes back down to earth. Steelers need this game badly, more than the Bengals do if you think about it.
Definitely. Yeah, the Bengals are. Yeah, if the Bengals start to lose a foothold, they're sliding. They're done. They realize they quickly have nothing to play for.
Mm-hmm.
Rams at Saints. Rams -2 on the road against the Saints. Saints, I feel like keep getting respect from these bookmakers, and they kind of play. They're okay. I don't know. I feel like they're worse. They're not good. You look at them, you're like, oh, that's Alvin Kamara. That's Derek Carr. Like they seem like they should be good, and they're just not.
That's the lead singer of Green Day.
Billy.
No, it's Derek Carr. That's Derek Carr.
Yeah,
I think this line is so down because of how they got killed by the Eagles, but that might be just the result of the Eagles being really good. So I by that math, I like the Rams a lot.
I mean, the Saints basically in the playoff picture, they have the same record as the Cowboys.
So low, very low.
There you
4-7.
But I feel like this is more. I was gonna say this is definitely more meaningful for the Rams in terms of because are they last in their division right now?
Third. They're in
Okay.
third.
But it's still very tight in there.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, very. They could win.
yeah.
I need it.
Yeah, the Falcons are leading the division at 6-5. It's not good. But sticking in that division, Bucks at Panthers, tough divisional matchup now that apparently the Panthers are very much alive. But you think we're gonna get any more fucking Tommy DeVito hands out of
Yeah, I kind of like the Bucks to roll here. I think the Panthers are not going to do well here. That's what I
you think
think.
the shine came off that shit?
I don't know. Or the Giants can't block, but I was like, whoa, Tampa's like for the times I was checking it, it was like they were very fast up front.
Yeah. So it's
And
like,
Baker's got I fucking love Baker Mayfield.
got that juice.
Running down the field, blocking people like crazy. Bless you.
Thank you.
Remember when we all thought he was like super annoying and just like
Yeah.
I feel like he's done a very good like reversal of the
Good
whole
rebrand.
thing.
Yeah, they took him off all the
yeah.
all the commercials.
That's true. That will do it, I guess. Right.
I kind of want him back. I want him on some commercials. They replaced him with Patrick Mahomes, which is way more annoying. And like Travis Kelce and the what's Reed say? Fumble Rooski. I can't do that anymore. Bring me back Baker.
Yeah.
Bring back Baker. And moving on to probably the two games of the day on Sunday, Eagles at Ravens. The first one, Ravens favored at home against the Eagles. A little disrespect in the Bird Bowl. And then we got 49ers at Bills, which we'll want to give Mike his own time to be able to break that down. But Eagles at Ravens, should the Eagles be favored after how good they've looked? Or the Ravens, being able to Ravens going to be able to win this? Do they deserve to be favored by a whole field goal?
I feel like it's hard to comment without tonight's game happening because I'm very much a bounce back team or a letdown based on the game you had the week before. So for me, it's hard. It's hard to picture it.
Yeah, we got to see how this Hardball Bowl plays out. But the Eagles, Saquon, I miss Saquon so much. I mean, obviously, he wouldn't turn this team around. It's not like he would make us a playoff team all of a sudden. But Saquon Barkley is so fucking good at football.
So good.
The Ravens lost to the Raiders, and I can't stop thinking about that. Maybe they're not that great. I know they killed the Bills, sort of. A couple plays go differently. They don't.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles, they got that magic back, and they could play out in the weather. I mean, this is not like a weather advantage. I don't think this is I think you'll get a ton of Eagles fans at this game. I kind of like the Eagles, but we'll see how tonight's game might change my mind, I guess.
Yeah. But the Eagles, I'm hoping for similar to story to last year. Look amazing, and then just shit down their leg when the time gets tough. I just hate looking at Sirianni's dumb fucking face so much. He gets so mad and so worked up about the dumbest stuff. And fuck Sirianni. I'm biased.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fuck him.
Yeah, he stinks.
Sunday night, there's at Bills. Bills favored by 6.5 at home against the apparently now lowly 49ers. Is anybody supposed to come back? They getting Bosa back? Or they?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great point by you.
I'm firing on all cylinders today.
We are undefeated in the Sean McDermott era after bye weeks.
Okay.
We are at home. They are traveling. We could clinch our division. There are so many reasons why I think we're going to beat the shit out of the 49ers. We're going to have everybody back.
Does that make you think maybe bet the 49ers?
No. You're crazy if you don't take the Bills. And I would take them up to 8.5.
And honestly,
if we could beat the Chiefs by 9, I don't think we can beat the 49ers by 9. I forgot it was the night game. I mean, what that place is going to be electric. I'm so happy I'm not going. I can't take it. I can't physically take it.
Rocking after Thanksgiving. That's going to be all the Homer Bills fans. Everybody was home for the holiday. It's going to be a nasty place.
We're going to have there will be some interceptions. We will be getting that ball. Our defense will be having some turnovers in this game.
That sounds nice. The Giants, guess how many games the Giants haven't had a pick in straight consecutively?
I think it's like over 10, right?
It's 10. Yeah, I think we just tied some record from like 1976. 10 straight games without an interception. Sorry to make this about me. So
the
overall,
Bills should win. The Bills should win. The Bills, it turns out, guys, I think the Bills should win. I think they should cover. I think this is the start of our big run here. We've got the next big game we've got is against the Lions. I think we're going to take care of business here and against the Rams. The Niners aren't good.
They're bad. And people
Can
just
they
keep saying
bad? They're just not good.
Just because the last couple of years, it's always been like, oh, they start off the season slow and then they pick it up again. And it's just like, I don't think that's happening this year. They just don't have the gas in the tank.
I think we turn off the lights on their season on Sunday night.
Oh, shut it down. Then last game, moving on to Monday, Browns at Broncos. Broncos favored by 5.5. Bo Nix, now the new favorite to win Rookie of the Year. It's looking like he's absolutely just got some dog in him. He's got a little bit of that Baker shit that we were talking about. And I think maybe the Browns kind of blew their Jameis game a little bit in that snow. I don't know if they've got it anymore, but I'm very, very excited to see how this game plays out.
Are the horses not going to be ready for battle?
They should be ready. Are they not gonna?
You heard
the Jameis quote?
Yeah,
I love Jameis in prime time.
I think he's trolling us at this point. This is crazy.
I don't know if he has that in him. You think he's trolling?
No, it's like he wants to be the next Cam Newton. Like I think it's fake.
It's all so ridiculous.
He turned into looking like possessed during the middle of that interview. Like it was like a switch, like flipped, and he like wasn't making direct eye contact with like the camera or with who he was talking to. Like it just felt very weird. Like
it's a character. He's building a character, and I get it. Good for him.
Yeah,
but I'm not buying it, buddy. He threw a terrible interception when they could have really put the Steelers away the first time, and then they lucky to get it back. The Broncos are very good, and they're going to be a problem for him.
Problem for anybody else?
They're
going
to be all
AFC,
over his ass.
Problem for anybody else?
I don't know. I got also want a quick shout out to Ken Nelson of Nelson's Cottages and Inlet, where I vacation with my family. He texted me that he was listening. He's a big Broncos fan, and he's mad. And I thought he was taking it out on the wrong person. He's you didn't even talk about the Broncos when you were ranking the teams you were afraid of. I think that's bad on you, Sasha. I wasn't even giving them as an option.
That's on me. Excuse me, Mr. Nelson's Cottages. That I'm gonna take that one on the chin, and I'll go back and I'll think about what I've done. Are they?
I will say. I'm not afraid of them either, Ken. I'm sorry.
That's way more offensive than what I did.
Give me the Broncos. But yes, I love Bo Nix. Told you he's going to be Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, shout out.
He looks like an 80s villain in a movie.
He's got those crazy eyes.
And the hair. He looks like Bruce Willis has got to defeat him to save a bus full of kids with a bomb on it.
Good for him. All right, kicking right into the heat check then. We're going to try to close it out here. Got to speed through this a little bit, running short on time. But we're going to continue to win money, and Mike continues to be just go 2-1 in his 3 picks. So he is now 23-11 on the season, which is just absolutely absurd. Listen, you're losing money. All you got to do is just tell yourself, buddy, because you're killing it right now. So you can't do it. You can, yeah.
That's my problem.
See those juicy parlays. You try to find those big pluses.
Plus. I'm an idiot.
Because you are hot as shit. So, Sarah, why don't you start us off and win the people some money?
So I've noticed the pattern here that I definitely turn into a little bit of a troll during my heat checks without even trying, because this week I'm starting off with Cowboys -4 against the Giants. Although, Sasha, I guess that's not trolling if you don't really care anymore.
No, I'd actually prefer that. If we're going to lose, I just need us to not be a terrible organization. I know we're a bad team.
Okay, like I said earlier, I feel like this game is it's not going to be close. Cowboys either lose or they blow out the Giants. So I'll take them at -4. And then I'm also going Texans -5.5. I was very close to deleting this after you guys were all getting on the Jags, saying this is going to be an upset. CJ Stroud sucks, but I don't know. I guess I'm kind of stuck in believing them a little bit, and I keep being they're going to figure it out soon. And I'm just going to keep riding with it. And I feel like they kind of turn around and take care of business after that Titans loss and win this game.
I agree. Actually, you know what? No, I disagree. I'm sorry. I just said that to be a nice guy. I think the Texans are bad. I don't think that they should be favored by that many points over just about anybody.
Yeah, stop trying to please people, Sasha. Yeah, he's working on that with his therapist.
I am.
I could tell. He queued himself up real well after
that.
Like,
you know what?
No. Dr. Smith says I need to tell people how I really feel.
I am going to go. I've got a couple. You know what, Mike? I want you to go first. I've got a couple picks this week, and I don't want to steal yours, and I don't want to step on your thunder. So I got a few in here, but I want you to go first. Why don't you? Because you're also, listen, you're 21, you're 23 and 11.
I am.
Stay hot. You got to get hot to stay hot. Let me give you the rock first.
All right. You made like some comment about needing more picks to catch up. So I'm going to give you 4 because we got games all over the place this week, guys. So, Sasha, bing bong. Sasha loves Caleb Williams, you guys. And you know what? He probably thinks the Bears can cover, and that's good because he's going to bet them because I love Lions minus 10.5. Get out of here with these low lines. That is crazy. The NFL refuses to learn. Lions are going to easily cover and whoop that ass on Thanksgiving. Next one up. Sasha, get ready to maybe witness Aaron Rodgers' last game as a Jet. Because you will be gambling on him as I will be taking the Seahawks minus 1.5.
Yeah, that was going to be one of mine.
Crazy bad line. Yeah, sure it was. Sure it was. Well, sorry. You told me to go first.
I know.
So that, I think, that's a mistake. That's a bad line. I'm also going to take Vikings minus 4 home against the Cardinals.
Okay.
So you're going to take the Cardinals. Sorry, I didn't do the big bong.
No, you're fine.
Got
you're
lost.
Fine. I get lost in the.
A lot of lines I like here. Vikings are good. Cardinals not good. And we're getting back to our good stuff. Sasha, you love Brandon Allen. Do you like Josh Dobbs or do you like Brock Purdy?
I don't like any of them.
Doesn't matter. Well, you're betting on all of them because the Buffalo Bills are not going to not cover this game. Bills minus 6.5. End your Sunday on a beautiful way with me yelling in my living room, enjoying a wonderful weekend. Holidays, winning money, 4-0. We're going to fucking do it because you told me to give you another one.
Yep.
Now I'm going to win them all.
You might just fuck around and win them all. All right. Well, you left one of my picks off there, which I got to take. Steelers plus 2.5. You're going to give me 2.5 points with the Steelers against the Bengals. I'm going to take that all day. Mike Tomlin loves to win as an underdog. Doesn't matter. It's in the division. Doesn't matter where it is. Steelers plus 2.5 against the Bengals. I love it. So Mike is taking the Lions minus 10.5, the Seahawks minus 1.5, the Vikings minus 4, and the Bills minus 6.5. As I'm saying all those, you worried you're taking all the favorites? That's a lot of favorites. It's a lot of favorites.
I know. Listen, I just go with my heart. It's got me this far, buddy.
That's true.
Bing bong.
Sarah's taking the Cowboys minus 4 and the Texans minus 5.5. And I'm trying to save the world right here, trying to save our show, taking an underdog. I'm taking the Steelers plus 2.5. So, and then the barbershop will obviously be fading all of Mike's picks, which has been an absolute dog shit scenario this year. But I judge by the season. I judge by the year. I judge by the decade. That's how I judge my winners. So over the long term, this is going to happen, Mike. I'm coming for your ass.
Well, I'm going to give you 4 chances to get it back, buddy.
You keep buddying me. I'm going to start. I'm going to get this.
Listen,
I'm going to get this Nelson Cottages guy to fucking ban your ass.
No, we're up there all the time.
Yeah.
Love you, Ken.
I love
all the Nelsons.
I love the Broncos.
Inlet.
I love the Broncos. Mike keeps talking shit about the Broncos behind your back.
Fourth Lake. You got to love it. You got to see it to believe it, guys.
So, as always, we love you guys.
He's going to be like, whoa, I just got a whole commercial at the end of this.
Shout out. Nelson Cottages. Shout out.
NelsonsCottages.com. They do a great job.
But we thank you guys so much for listening. We know we recorded a little early this year, so some of the lines may be a little funky. But listen, that's just an incentive to go in, get them in now before shit changes. They're on. The Vegas books are listening to what we got going on, so you got to get in now before they hear. But we love you. We appreciate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Watch our beautiful faces. We love you very much. Share with your friends and family. Leave it on for your dog in the background. Put it on the holidays. It's good talk for the whole family. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll talk to you next week.